Yeah. You know it's your boy Richard. Thank you for joining me once again in the kitchen, guys. It's a new thing I'm gonna try. These are flavors that I understand, so I want to do a combination and see how it turns out. All right, Ackee is something I like, and then plantain flour or dough is very delicious. So I want to put them together and see what we could create. Stay tuned, guys. And this is an entire coconut, guys, but I put probably about 3/4 of a cup of water just because I want it to be well concentrated. We don't want to dilute it too much, so I want it to be as creamy and flavorful as possible. So this is what I'm going to use to cook down my ackee. Alright, so let that go to a boil and start simmering. I have some onions. So here I have some thyme. I have some ginger. These are I'm gonna remove. I don't want to really cook this in it, but I want some flavor out of it. So I'm gonna just put that in there for a period of time. I have some pimento berry, Scotch bonnet pepper, and you see here we have garlic, onions, and green onions. Okay, so I'm gonna get these in the reduction sauce. Get all of that in there and turn on the heat. So right now I'm just peeling the ripe plantain to make the dough. Like I said, guys, I've never done this before, so this is like me being in school, but I'm very open-minded, and that's one of the reasons why I like cooking, because you have to apply yourself. You know, it's about taking chances and discovering new ideas. Okay, right now I'm happy with the way this is now. I'm just gonna reduce the heat, just lower it down, and I'm gonna start taking out some of these stuff that I don't want to have in the patty, like the pimento berries and the ginger, for example, along with the thyme stalks. Okay, so I'm just gonna start taking them out as I go. Just see if I can remove some of the leaves all the time. You don't want to bite into your patty and you're eating a bunch of stalks, right? I'm just putting some little bits of saltfish in there just for flavor and for taste, because we didn't add any salt. Okay, at this point I'm not trying to overwhelm it, but I just want to leave these few little pieces of, you know, additional flavor and see what the outcome is. This is ackee, guys. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but you can get it like this, or you can, you know, get it straight from your yard if you have the connect. What I'm gonna do is just add a little bit of coconut oil, just for some additional grease or oil and some flavor as well. Right? I'm gonna add the ackee, and we're just gonna let it sit there and simmer until I'm ready for it. So here's the ackee. We've just strained off the water. If you get it like this, you have to pour the water off, and it just looks like this. A lot of people refer to it as a scrambled egg food, you know. What I'm gonna do now is just tip some black pepper over it like this, and I'm gonna blend it all in. Turn up the stove a little more. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna get to making the dough. I can't give you an exact measurement because I'm just freestyling right now. So I'm just gonna put what I think is sufficient in this plantain that I have blended up, and we're gonna just try to get a dough going. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is use some salt, some baking powder, and some plain white flour. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a light stir while I pour it in. Okay, a little bit of salt, that, a little bit of baking powder. Okay, something like that. You're gonna want to have one hand clean because, like I said, I have never done it before, so I can't give you a measurement. We're figuring it out together. But what I can guarantee you is the flavors will be alive. What? Some baking powder. And I'm just gonna keep doing this, guys, until I get it to a manageable, texture. Just like you're making dumplings, right? Making the dough. I mean, you're not gonna be as aggressive. You just wanna take your time and fold it over itself with love. And we're just gonna let it sit, and I'm gonna just let it rise, and then we're gonna roll it, we're gonna stuff it, and we're gonna put it in the smelling good. I am just preparing the surface for the dough, just so that it doesn't stick. Now look at it, guys. It's nice and relaxed. Look at that, guys. Just to show you how amateur I'm like at this, showing you that I'm doing it for the first time. I don't even have a rolling pin. So what I'm gonna do is improvise with my favorite wine bottle. If you were guessing what the wine was about, it's because I need the bottle to use as a rolling pin. So I'm just gonna get the dough stretched out like that. You know what I'm gonna do? Cut it in half to make it even more manageable. So we'll just put away this half aside and make it easier to work with this one, right? Okay, so I'm gonna make little deposits like that. Okay, give this a nice little brush around the edges. I'm gonna fold it like that, just like that. Guys, if this turn out good, me I tell you say I'd be happy, but I'm not gonna beat my chest until I say yes, I knew it was gonna turn out like this, because like I said, this is a new thing for me. I've never done this before, but I think I understand the flavor enough to take the chance. Alright, just gonna remove the edges like this. I hope this turn out good enough, because I put in a lot of effort. Place this on the tray like this, and I'm gonna brush the top again. Brush the top just like that. I swear to you, if this turn out good, me I go buy a rolling pin tomorrow, because if it's great, I'm not gonna stop making this thing. And I'm very, very confident that it's gonna taste great. I don't know if it's gonna be excellent, but I know it tastes good. You can't see how this is not gonna taste good. Plantain dumpling tastes sick. Ackee and saltfish turn up. You know? So what else? Juicy beef and whoever on the name. If this take off, I'm telling you, say only a problem at Jamaica, you know. Yeah, I'm just working on it in the lab. Let's get this up. Look at this little pouch here. Ooh. Guys, I am here sitting at the table. Thank you for joining me once again. So we have here the grand reveal. To be honest with you guys, these things, they pack a punch, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say I'm surprised, but I'm impressed, to be honest, to say the least. And since we created this together, you and I, we can call it whatever we want, because you will never see this made the way we prepared this. So for you, we're gonna call it a breakfast patty. Now, if you follow the recipe, guys, I'm telling you, you make one of these, put it in your lunch, warm it up. I promise you, it's just phenomenal. It's filling. There was no frying involved. We could have done frying too, right? But we baked it. So healthy option, guys. I'm gonna break into it. Look, guys, I want to show you the texture. Look at this, all that juicy filling. I'm gonna have to dig in again, I promise you. Ooh. It's hot. Ooh. Guys, can't beat this. Try it out. Guys, thank you for sticking around. I hope you try the recipe. We're gonna call this one breakfast patty. Hey, you got it. Alright guys, I'm out.